What is up, YouTube? And as you guys know, the Wishbinder gift event is dropping if you're on global probably about 12 hours from now. But because the Asia server gets events earlier, just because the reset time is earlier, you're gonna see that the summon milestones and breakpoints you have to reach are all released because it is online in the Asia server. Now, if you guys didn't know, the Wishbinder event after this reset will be coming to global. If you're not on global, you probably already have it, but basically you summon on the permanent banner and you'll earn points, and once your points reaches a certain number, you can get rewards such as Golden Lattice, Quantum Cipher Box, which is a selector from Klaus, Tsukiyomi, and Veronica. You could choose one of the three, and a random SSR in the Quantum Prototype. And basically you'll see that this is a screenshot. Shout out to the boys in Discord that actually gave me the screenshots when I asked, because I don't actually have an account on Asia. But basically you can see this is the rules for the event. You earn points when summoning in the permanent summon. It's 1 per summon. And when you actually reach certain stage requirements, you'll get rewards just by claiming it. And basically when you actually get and basically they say the points will be reset after the event ends. This pretty much says that they're gonna rerun this event in the near future. Not in the near future, but eventually. They're saying that you can't store points to the next one, which honestly is pretty dumb. I think you should be able to, because you're gonna see that the thresholds you need to reach for some of these rewards is gonna be pretty insane. So we actually have the first 4 rewards here. You'll see at 10 summons you get 2 apexes, honestly pretty good. At 30 summons you'll get 1,000 module essence, which is pretty useless honestly. I don't really think this is that worth it. 50 summons you get purple lattice, okay. 70 summons you get 500 reconfig chips. Honestly, I am the most excited for this one because I need those damn chips to roll my shells. And pretty much you're getting 250k coins for each one as well, which is okay, I guess. But now you're gonna see the big rewards are gonna be gated behind a lot of summons. So if you actually look at the other one, this golden box is the Quantum Cipher Box. This is the selector that you can get to choose Klaus, Tsukiyomi, and also Veronica. And this is going to be unlocked at 100 summons. So once you get to 100 summons, you'll be able to get the box. This one for sure is worth going for if you don't have Klaus especially, because if you're thinking about it, you're basically going 20 summons over the amount you would have to use to pity on the normal permanent banner to get Klaus, which is going to be crazy. And if you don't have Veronica or Tsukiyomi, they're also very good for PvP and PvE in certain areas. So definitely recommend going for the box if you have the summons saved up. Still, it's, I think 100 summons for this box is an okay price, to be honest. You're basically going 20 over pity, like I mentioned, to get a selector that includes one of the best PvE characters in the game, which is honestly a great deal. But after that, you're going to see the rewards get kind of less enticing. So you're going to see at 130, you get that rainbow summon, which is a 10%, maybe it's 15% to get an SSR. At 160, you get the 1,000 tickets to buy dupes in the, the anima shop. I don't know why it's 1,000. This should be like 10,000 to be honest. 1,000 is a fifth of what you need to buy a dupe. If you actually look at the shop in game right now, you're gonna see that it actually costs, I think it's 5k. Let's actually check together. So if I go to the shop here and I go to the anima shop, yeah, it's like 5k. So why are they giving us 1k? That makes no sense. Like, it's so low. I don't really understand that, but okay. At 200 summons, you get the Golden Lattice. Honestly, this seems very, very high. I think they probably should have lowered it, but okay. If you're going for the Golden Lattice for 200 summons, that's what it's at. I don't really think it's worth it. And then after that, you're going to see that this is what we have afterwards. You get another 1,000 module essence at 230, which is really useless. At 260 points, you get a red shadow print, 1 red shadow print, which is really useless. And at 300, you get a random SSR. So, yeah. I don't really think it's worth it because going for the random SSR, basically if you think about it, you are paying an extra 200 summons from the cipher box to get a random SSR, and you are basically going to be able to do that on the regular banner anyways in game because the pity is set at basically 80 summons, right? So if you look at the in-game probabilities, you guys probably already know this, but you have a guarantee to get an SSR within 80 summons. So you're basically just spending a ton of summons to just because of fear of missing out on your points getting wasted, which I think is super troll, and try to get in to try and get an extra SSR. Wow, English is hard. So yeah, this is like the point system. This is the thresholds that you need to hit. Honestly, if I'm being completely honest, I think like up to 100, you're definitely gonna want to do. Up to 100, the rewards are actually decent, but afterwards they're pretty shit. I don't think, you know, this summon, the 130 point random, you know, chance at an SSR maybe summon is pretty bad. A lot of the times you get SRs. 1,000 of those tickets is like completely a kick in the face, not worth it. Another 100 points from the selector to 200 to get the golden lattice, definitely maybe worth it if you have summons saved up and you are missing a lot of characters anyways. But I think for general population, definitely probably not worth it. They should have made this like 2, honestly. And for, of course, these, like, I don't know why 1,000 module essences here. I don't know why Shadow Prince here. Like, if you're not gonna go for the 100, 200, 300 point milestone, I think you should stop at whatever 100, 200, 300 point you're at, if that makes sense. So basically, if you're at 100 points and you're not going for 200, like you're not guaranteed to get to 200, don't summon at all, to be honest, and save for the next RGB banners. If you're at 200 and got the lattice and you're not going to be able to reach 300, you're not going to want to go for it at all, because like the things in between are just so dog water that's not really worth, you know, wasting your summons for. If you really want to go for the random SSR because the points don't carry over, which I mentioned already 3 times now, it's just really dumb from their part. I don't know why they did that. You know, I think you should really consider, you know, what SSRs you're missing and the, you know, kind of calculate the odds and potential of what you're gonna get. Because even though every SSR in this game, honestly, is usable in a lot of content, there's gonna be some that are just a lot better. So if you already have them and you're already clearing PvE content, it's not really worth going for. So like notable ones that are really worth, you know, getting, that, you know, if you're missing like all of these basically, then you should probably, not probably, but if you want to go for it, it's probably okay if you have the summon saved up and if you're able to swipe and spend in your whale. Something like Yelly here is going to be a very good character if you're missing her, if you're missing Lily as well. If you're missing Doki Doki, those are 3 really good LDSSRs, probably the best ones. If you're missing Fushu, if you're missing Freya, if you're missing Rahu for PvP, if you're missing Rosa, if you're missing Tiamat Giada for PvP as well, if you're missing Mia, if you're missing Holden, pretty much if you're missing like all of the SSRs that I just mentioned, or you're missing like a good deal of them, maybe like, you know, all of them except like 2, then maybe you can convince yourself to go for the 300 points, because while you're doing so, you will be hitting pity multiple times, so you will get more SSRs, and you just basically get a free one at the end at 300. But, you know, I think for like 95% of the players, you're definitely not going to even want to think about it, because it's just so many summons, and, you know, maybe if it did carry over to the next event, it'd be worth it. And I think, you know, there's reasons why they didn't do that. Probably because they don't want people to just be hoarding summons the entire time until the event happens again, which makes sense. But, you know, it is kind of annoying that it doesn't carry over. But yeah, that's the Wishbinder event coming. You know, let me know in the comments down below what you guys think about it. I think up to 100, the rewards are actually decent, right? Like I said, but afterwards it's like pretty troll. I don't think it's really worth going for. And the fact that they actually don't let you carry over your points is pretty annoying. And I really think they should, because it really just kind of gives you that fear of missing out and like losing your points in progress, right? But yeah, thank you for watching, guys. Make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next video.